Hello, everyone. My name is Katan. I'm the founder of BossBabeBlog.com. And if you're watching this, that means you are here at our Boss Babe Business Show for episode 173. And I truly appreciate you for joining. So, today we're going to be going over some of my social media solutions. If you are an entrepreneur that is currently seeking social media management, currently seeking social media services, a takeover, you need someone to come in and just take over everything for you so you don't have to do anything. We have a service that we can provide to you. However, I want to make sure that I go over the investment that is required in order to receive this service, what the client acceptance process looks like, as well as what we are here to provide and how we're going to make your life easier. So let's cut to the chase and start off with how we're going to make your life easier. Number one, you're going to be able to delegate and hand this off to us, and you're not going to have to think about, touch, look at, focus on, speak about social media anymore for the entire year that we are managing your brand. And after that year, if you feel like you love the services, then obviously we're going to have to talk about revisiting them and doing it again. But you're going to love the services. And the reason why I say that is because you're going to truly see what it feels like to delegate like a CEO, where you are not having to touch anything. Um, with that being said, we do everything social media. So here are the platforms that we are going to be listing your business and advertising and managing your business on social media. Instagram businesses, Facebook business page, TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube, LinkedIn, Google Business Profile, X, aka Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, and Twitch. So all of these platforms can be managed for us, by us, for your brand. And that is 11 different platforms all at the same time that you can be receiving this service. Now, the next thing that you're going to receive, all services will include content creation, social media scheduling, platform management, comment responses, DM responses, community engagement, brand voice management, audience connection, and social media strategy. So what are we doing? We're taking over everything because we want to make it easy for you. And with all that being said, most people will tend to delegate, but sometimes they have to go to multiple different avenues to get one task or one project completed. For example, they might go to a graphic designer that already knows their brand colors, themes, concepts, and get some flyers designed. But then they have to hire a social media manager who's going to post those flyers if they want it at a lower price point. Sometimes they hire them all in one, but then they still have to hire a brand strategist or a social media strategist. So here, you're going to get all of those in one. You don't have to worry about anything. All you do is hand over the socials and we take care of the rest. Now that I've shared that, let's talk about what is required in order to be a part of this experience. Number one, we're really going to have to find clients who are truly looking to delegate. Some people say they're looking to delegate, but they're not really ready to delegate. Delegation requires letting go of a task because you understand that someone else is either able to do it better than you and they know what they're doing because they're the specialist, or they're going to be able to do it more productively than you because you're all over the place trying to do everything for your business, run around like a chicken with your head cut off. We need to be the CEO. Yeah. So we're going to take that off your chest. We're going to take that off your plate if you are truly ready. And what that looks like is letting go of what you think your vision might be and focusing on what's going to be effective for your vision. Because I've been doing this for a while. I've been doing social media for a while. So if you decide to sign up through my brand, you're going to be receiving an elevated experience where I can talk to you. Well, I can talk to your audience specifically about engagement, about the products and services that you provide, the solutions that you give to the community, the heart behind your business and your mission. All of those things can be translated to your audience and you don't have to do anything. I know what positions look better. I know what statistically tends to increase the chances of a customer purchasing with you. I know ways to get traffic to your website. These are all things that I do in my sleep for my brands and for some of my clients that signed up for specific services. With all of that, I have the experience to do all of the things that I just listed: advertising, strategizing, as well as creating the flyers. So if you are an entrepreneur and you are ready to hand it over, delegate, then you need to come here because this service is for you. You will not have to touch anything social media again for the entire year that you hire our brand, MBC.click. So even though I'm the founder of BossBabeBlog.com, this service will be provided through my other brand, MBC.click. Now, you don't have to do too much hard work because you can just text takeover to 833-705-4352. And you're automatically going to receive an application link where you can fill out an application. Now let's move into these requirements. Before we go any further, let's talk about the investment for this service. Now, although I have done social media services in the past, none of them have had this level of depth. So my social media services in the past might have been at a different price point. For example, I had social media service from $300 to $1,000, depending on the platforms that people wanted me posting on, as well as the amount of engagement they needed. But that was for 1 to 3 platforms. That was for, a community maybe on Facebook, and then DM automation. That's what that was for. This service takes care of every one of the platforms that I listed and every responsibility that I just shared. So you're doing nothing. So with that being said, there is an investment required of $500 a month for 12 months. Now, if you're someone that says, I don't like monthly payments, I like to get it all paid up front, well, guess what? We are going to give you an exclusive upfront promotion where you're going to receive this price point at a cheaper price point, or this service at a cheaper price point. But the quality is not going to be diluted. It's going to be the same beautiful quality, but we just want to say thank you for purchasing this upfront. So this upfront service promotion will not always be there. However, for our first 5 clients, we want to be able to provide that, as well as a free gift to our first 5 clients who decide to sign up for this specific service. So you get to choose from the gifts that are listed on our application. Some of the gifts are content creation box coming from Boss Babe Blog. Another gift is a MBC rebranding photo shoot. No matter what state you're in, you can get either of those. Another freebie is a 2-hour monthly business consult or coaching session, and you can sign up for it and have your monthly sessions with us. But you get to choose one of those 3 free gifts that you want to have added on to your social media services. So this is like a beautiful social media business support session wrapped up in one beautiful big bow. So I'm saying all of that to say that if you are all about value and quality, this is the bundle that you want to sign up for. With that being said, the requirements outside of the investment that is required is that we are looking for people who are ready to delegate. As I said, I cannot stress that enough. I'm looking for people who understand that the experts are the experts. I don't want to spend time trying to convince, or even, well, I wouldn't be doing that, but I don't want to spend too much time trying to over explain why the setup is the way that it is. I want to spend time bringing the people to your website and doing my job. I don't want to do the micromanagement route. A lot of entrepreneurs don't know how not to be a micromanager because they've been doing everything by themselves for a long time. But this is required for you to step back and truly be able to delegate. Now, if you got that part down and you're completely clear and you feel like, okay, Katan, I got it. You need me to delegate. What's next? The only other requirement is that you must fill out an application, because by filling out this application and telling us what your goals are, as well as your delegation style, this will help us determine if we are going to be the right fit for you. And from there, if you are accepted, you will receive one free gift that you personally selected, unless you selected that you wanted us to suggest a gift based off what we think is best for your brand. That is also an option as well. So with all that being said, I would just like to remind everyone to text TAKEOVER to 833-705-4352 if you are wanting to start off this journey of applying for this service. After applying, if you are approved, you will receive an offer message. And from that offer message, you can sign up. Now, it's very, very important that I express that if you are approved, you must make the first month's investment in order for your seat to be secured for this service. If you wait until the beginning of next year, you may not have a seat reserved. It may be too late for you to book this service. We are starting off with 5 to 10 clients, and currently it's looking like we're probably going to stick with 5 for the year of 2027 because of how in depth we're going to be providing these services. So if you want to claim your seat, you need to go ahead and make your first investment early so that we know that we are going to have your seat prepared and ready to go. Now, that first investment is final sale. However, if things change and you decide you do not want the service when 2027 comes, you don't have to keep paying it. Although, if you're serious about this and you know that this is what you want, I doubt you're going to have that feeling, but it's an option. If you say, you know what, I don't think I want this service when 2027 hits, then guess what? You don't have to worry about paying the remaining fees. You've paid the $500 for the first investment. You're good to go. Now, if you decide to pay the upfront price, obviously because you're getting a lower price point, unless you decide to pay upfront 100%, but because you are getting a lower price point, it will be final sale. This price point is going to be significantly lower to say thank you for purchasing the entire service upfront and giving us enough time to outsource earlier. Now, if people want to do monthly invoices, it's not going to stop the quality. Like I said, the quality is going to be the same regardless, whichever option you choose. But I just wanted to provide that flexibility so that regardless of what your funding status is, you don't have to feel like your hands are tied to be able to get this quality experience. So if you have a funding status where you say, okay, I can do the $500 a month, but I cannot pay this upfront one time. That is a huge chunk. 500 times 12, that's $6,000. Um, I don't think that I can do that upfront like that, Katan. Okay, understandable. We have the $500 a month. Now, if you have a funding status where you are able to do that because your business budget allows that, then that's wonderful. Go ahead and get it upfront and get an exclusive promo with that upfront purchase. So I'm saying all of this just to remind anyone that's watching that if you are at a place right now where you are tired and you feel like everything is all over the place and you're jumbled, maybe it's time to let it go and hand it over to an expert and really let them do what they came to do. There's going to be moments where you're going to want to. I've had clients where they've been scratching and itching and just, oh, well, I really want to check my social media. I really want to get on here and start posting. And I've had to get onto them and say, hey, you signed up to have someone do this for you. So let someone do it for you. Stay off of social media and focus on what we've already strategized is going to be your HPA, aka your highest payoff activity, aka the thing that's going to help you get to more income and funding faster in the long term. So that is the message. I hope that you enjoyed this message. I want to say shout out to my wonderful directory members. I appreciate every single one of you. And, I'm going to continue supporting, acknowledging, and highlighting the wonderful brands that are listed in this directory. Thank you guys for watching the Boss Babe Business Show. And I'll see you guys live soon in August. Bye-bye.